Good morning. So right now we're going to do a live ClairTarot reading for the second half of June. This is going to be to assess the energies that have been really, really intense for the past few weeks. This is a general reading for anybody, All right, if this is your first time joining me, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join me every time I'm live. Good morning, guys. So let's see. Now, the energies have been intense, just flat out intense, 88% at 8:45 a.m. Intense, intense, intense. That's kind of the general theme that we've been experiencing over the past few weeks. Let's see what's going to happen. It does feel like something is coming towards us, all of us. It's a major shift, definitely. There have been quite a few minor shifts going on, kind of like the smaller earthquakes that happen right before a big one. So, Okay, first card, number 42, South Node, Life's Debts. That is a picture for sure. So life's debts, all of these things that we've been accruing, these half-learned lessons, the karmic relationships that we have been avoiding, that, some of us are in, but we're not really learning what we're supposed to learn in those relationships. They're going to really intensify, okay? There's going to be a lot of forced release, meaning whether you are on board or not, you're going to be letting go, okay? So South Node, karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. Karma is actually nothing more than miasmic distortions, frozen light. And so there's going to be a big, hot moment where that frozen light's going to be melted, and all the stuff that should have been learned and experienced through that specific set of coding, it will be experienced, okay? So this correlates to restrictions, challenge, inborn gifts, dramatic sweeping change, doors closing while other doors are opening. It has to do with the 10 of Swords. It really can feel as though you have been heavily attacked. Some of us will be heavily attacked. Some of us will not. It will only feel that way because we've been fighting the words of soul, the guidance of soul for so long that we're just like, why? But why? Why are you making me? Okay, next card. Card number 25, first house, the body. I know. Yellow You Grow says, yay. It's something that definitely needs to happen because these old weights need to be shed so that we can go ahead and rise, okay? Now, with the first house, the body, card number 25, you're being guided to change the way in which you view your body. A lot of us subscribe to the whole allopathic medicine route, modern medicine. All the doctors that, people, when you say doctor, the type of doctor that you first think of, that's allopathic medicine, okay? This is what your insurance covers, allopathic medicine. Now, the truth of allopathic medicine is that it was originally created for traumatic injury, life-threatening injuries. It's not for health care. We're going to have to begin shifting the way we see this because, you guys, a lot of the things you're experiencing, a lot of the health problems, they're actually energy-based, and they are to be corrected almost 100% strictly through food. Our food has been heavily manipulated, heavily tampered with. And so you're going to have to begin making these changes. And yes, it's a very real concern, the budget. All of us have to exist within a budget, regardless of how big or how small, we all have to exist within a budget. Here's the thing, that budget is often being spent on very cheap food so that we can have a larger portion of that budget to go eat out. I'm guilty of that. For a while, I didn't eat out. I started eating out again. tacos. And my whole health is really screwed up. So I have to undo all of that again. You have to begin getting comfortable with this because your body's needs are about to shift massively. The things you used to enjoy is not going to be enjoyable anymore. Once you hit a certain level of ascension, like if you used to love a glass of wine a day, nothing wrong with that. That's within moderation. You might not love it anymore. It might make you feel really, really, really sick. So that's just a part of ascension. Okay. It's not that something is wrong. It's that now your body is becoming more sensitive to things that alter your pH, alter your perception, alter the way your body functions. So this is something you're going to have to really, really be aware of. And you're probably like, well, so then what do we do? Don't freak out, first of all. Don't freak out. What you have to do is begin looking at what the foods you eat, which ones cause a reaction. Okay. I'm not talking about an allergic reaction. I'm talking about a food intolerance. Many of us, as we ascend, we develop food intolerances. And these intolerances have been present for quite a large portion of our lives, but now it's going to get to a point where you can't ignore the symptoms. And it's not necessarily that you're super duper sick. It's that you have to change your food. Okay. When we're not talking about changing your food for aesthetics, for, looking good, then no, that's not what we're talking about. You're eating for your frequency. Okay. And I don't know if anyone else talks about this. I taught a workshop on this. I learned that you don't eat for your, you have to eat for your frequency. You don't eat based off of what is the cool spiritual thing. Not everyone can maintain veganism. Some people really need to become vegan. So you just have to figure out where you are on that. You have to be very realistic with yourself. Now, another thing you can do if you have medical conditions and you really, really want true healing. Again, allopathic medicine is not for true healing. It's symptom management. That's what it's for. Symptom management. Now, if you want true healing, you have to address the whole body, whole being wellness. And the kinds of modalities that would assist you with that would be naturopathic medicine, holistic medicine, herbalists, Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, things like that, where they treat the whole being versus just symptom suppression. Okay. So next, card number 43, lunar eclipse change. There's about to be a lunar event very soon. That's going to herald some massive, massive change. Be ready for that. Okay. Be very ready for that. Oh, good for you, Judy. She went vegan for 2 years now. I was vegan for like 6.5 years, and that fucked me up. I'm not even joking. And if any of you know me, you know I go above and beyond researching and supplementation and all of that. That fucked me up. Real bad. Real bad. I was in denial too. It's so spiritual. It's not spiritual to punish your body because you are part of the animal kingdom. Okay. I don't agree with factory farming, the mass production of meat. I don't agree with that. But I also don't agree with separating yourself from the animal kingdom and only catering to the needs of other animals. You are part of that animal kingdom. That's something I had to learn the hard way. I am a part of that group that needs to be protected and loved. So just keep that in mind. If you can sustain veganism, beautiful, beautiful. So 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. A lunar eclipse takes place when the earth is directly aligned between the sun and the moon. So that's the shift that's going on. You're being put back into center. You're being placed back right in the middle of your light and your dark. And you guys, darkness is not evil, okay? It is not evil at all. Every single one of us has both light and dark. The trick is to find the center point where you can access both of your halves and exist in a totality. This is your birthright. Without the darkness, your light, you become light blind. You don't understand the gravity of your light. You have no idea of the depth, the textures, the different gradations and levels within that light. You need that darkness. It's a part of you. Just like your shadow follows you everywhere, your darkness will lovingly follow you like a puppy everywhere. Now, just like a puppy, if you ignore it, If it wants and needs attention, it becomes destructive. And that's when you come into problems, okay? You have to begin looking into shadow work and how to address your needs, your shadow's needs, okay? We're so much more than just a duality. We actually are a totality. Okay, we are a totality. There's nothing wrong with being able to tap into your dark half. That when we say darkness, we have this misconception of, oh, we're gonna cast spells and curse people. No, that's human intention. That's what makes it evil, the intention behind the action. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of those other modalities. They are a part of creation. Anything that exists right now exists for a purpose. You cannot destroy anything that exists right now because it goes against the will of God. So when we talk about demons and parasites and this and that, we should kill them. No. You don't want it in your space, evict them. That's it. Let them go about their way and do whatever else they need to do, because regardless of their intent, they are helping people to grow. They are the impetus for that growth. So we don't need to vilify anything. We just need to focus on what is it within our journey that we are needing to look at and grow with. So that lunar eclipse is definitely going to trigger something. Okay. For those of us who are ready, the triggering is going to be intense. For those of us who are not ready, the triggering is going to be that much more intense, because being in denial doesn't negate the process. It just makes it harder to understand. It makes it scarier. So try your best to flow with the events of your life. Now, this has to do with Five of Cups. The key ideas are inevitable change, bringing in the new, memory, and dissolution. We are trying our best to dissolve the programming that we have been participating in. This is a draconian paradigm we exist within, one that supports division, competition. The truth of our being is actually co-creation. That's the Christ consciousness. That is what Jesus Christ came into this life to try and help us remember. Okay, so instead of doing that, we kind of just allowed certain groups to take his teachings, manipulate them, and continue that separation. Okay, Jesus never said those who follow me are better than everyone else and fuck everyone. He never said that. He said love, love, love is what he said. So that's what we have to do. We have to return back to the truth of our being. We have to go back to square one, where you spend a large portion of your day in awe of everything, learning, understanding, and accepting that everyone that comes before you, regardless of how intelligent you might think you are, how unintelligent you might think they are there to teach you something you couldn't learn by yourself. Let go of the pride. Let go of the ego that's trying to tell you, oh, I've already done this, I've completed that. Yeah, whatever you did, it doesn't matter. That person, regardless of how little you think of them, is teaching you something so ridiculously important about your life, about your journey, about your growth. You have to allow it. If you don't allow it, your soul will cycle that lesson back around and bring an even more intense lesson that will get your attention. That's how you fuck yourself up. Not my fault. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you guys one final card, because I do have to get to a session. One final card. This is a message from our souls, okay? Your soul doesn't want to kick your ass, but if you're going to force the hand, it will. Okay, that's that. If you're going to force the hand, it will. So here we go. All right, Kiki, give them a good card. Okay. So you guys got card number 19. Mother of Mercy. Just like a sun that shines brightly, casting a strong shadow, your growing spiritual power needs to be expressed with the awareness that it will have an effect on others, even if you're not completely conscious of that effect. To create peace in the expression of your power, we call upon the Mother of Mercy. Mercy tempers great strength and power with the quality of mercy to you. Oh, wait. with kindness, gentleness, compassion, and caring. The divine Kuan Yin brings the quality of mercy to you now as a divine gift, encouraging you to cultivate mercy in your dealings with others and to receive it for yourself now too. So I feel like the main message here, yes, mercy for others is important, but change begins within. You have to have mercy for yourself. You have to have compassion and patience and allow yourself to grow on your own terms in your own time. And when I say your own terms in your own time, I'm speaking about your soul. Your soul knows the game plan. Your human mind thinks it knows, but it really doesn't. So allow your soul to guide you. Allow it to bring to you the very people who will serve as a catalyst for your change, for your growth. With the moon event that's coming, there's going to be major shiftings in relationships, possibly even work, your finances, everything, a shift in everything. I think there's going to be a solar eclipse. You know, Melissa told me this. I don't remember anymore. But I believe it's like the 14th or 15th, something. You guys, Google it. I gotta go. Thank you for joining me. I'll try and be back again live today to get back on regular scheduling with all the Claire Tarots. Be ready for me to be extra rough and extra raw. Love you guys. Bye.